Hello and welcome to Somewhat Unbiased. Sorry, we gotta do it this way. Seems like we're having technical difficulties with the cameras today. Other than, I think I might have just ran out of batteries and I thought my other two batteries were charging, but it was not charging, so I'm not sure if that is the case or not. So I'm waiting until the batteries are fully charged up and then try to see if it works in my camera, or maybe my camera just fucking died. In that case, that sucks. But anyway, let's go ahead and talk about this story real quick. I have two of them. There's one right here and one right there. So chip shortages might end up hurting Honda's domestic output. So what that means is, um, obviously Honda distributes cars around the world, and they distribute a certain amount that they have to make every month, I assume, and they make a total of certain amount of vehicles that they have to import to certain areas or whatever. So it seems like, according to um, Nakiki newspaper, the Japanese automaker will begin taking measures, starting with cutting productions by about 4,000 units this month, which will affect mainly the Fit subcompact model built in Suzuki in May prefecture. So I don't know, like I want to say like the Fit is not isn't it doesn't I mean, it sells well, but their main thing and their bread and butter is usually like the Civic. Like, that's their bread and butter. That's where they make all their money. So if you're going to have to cut some cost or whatever with everything that's going on, I would just try to make as many of the Civics as I can and try to make as much money as I can that way, because depending on how whichever ones that are selling, and I can see why now that they Honda decided to kind of like consolidate like their brands, and they cut off certain brands. Like, they got rid of the stick shifts on the Accord, and they got rid of this, what is it, like the four door. I almost said I'm what the fuck was I gonna say? I think I almost said coupe. They did get rid of the coupe. They have the sedan for the Accords. I don't know, getting my words all jumbled up. Let me just slow down a little bit. Yeah. Um, and they also got rid of the Civic coupe as well, so they can kind of like focus on what really sells and what people want. And also, starting with, I believe I talked about this in the 2022. I believe, actually, you know what? I think it might have started with the 2021, because they're no longer selling um, the regular Civic with a manual transmission anymore. Like the basic one, the 2 liter, that one is gone, and the only one that you can get is the hatchback with the manual stick shift, or you can go to the top of the tier for that one, and that is the SI. And then if you want the extreme one, then you have to go with the Type R. So anyway, we got sidetracked there a little bit, so let's rewind that back and head back into this article. The company has begun seeing some impact in the parts supply, and to minimize the effect, we're taking measures in output transfer and quantity adjustment, stated a Honda spokesman, while adding that the company is considering output adjustments for each of their models. So, um, the one model, like I said, I will not touch is, like the Civic, because that is Honda's bread and butter. That's where they move a lot of vehicles. And also, oops, I forgot about this other models also, like the HRV. Those are really good. The CRVs, um, their Pilot, and their other models too, and also the Honda truck. I don't know how that's selling. I forgot, for some reason I forgot the dang name. How can I forget the name of the Honda truck? Oh well, we are moving on because we still have another thing to talk about here. So then there's an issue of the massive fire at a Asani Kasai. Oh my god, I butchered those names tremendously. I apologize. I am sorry. Micro devices chip plant in southern Japan back in October, which ended up damaging subconductor supply as per Reuters. However, Honda's subconductor conductor inventory is set to be secured until February, with the spokesman adding that his company, is currently under examination of supplies from then on, including alternative supplies. As for the previously mentioned Fit Subcompact, the all-new model went on sale in Japan last year, available with 5 trims and 2 powertrain. Like Honda in Japan, they like I wish that they would do the same thing that they do for their home countries. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. It's kind of like a Japanese thing, you know. Like they save the best ones for them. Like here's another brand that does the same thing, like Subaru. Like they'll come up with like different models that looks fucking amazing, but that's only available for Japan market. And I can say the same thing for all of like what 3 manufacturers is coming out of Japan. Like Honda is one of them, Subaru, as well as Mazda and Nissan. I'm sorry, there's 4. They're all coming out of Japan, and the problem is like they save all the good shit for themselves. But I have seen that more done um, with Subaru than any other manufacturer. Like Subaru always gets the good shit in Japan. Like all the best shit is always in Japan first, and then eventually we'll just get like crumbs. Like here you go, you peasants. Here you can have this, but we'll keep this good shit for ourselves. Like come on, man, you can't be doing business like that. Like give your consumer everything. You know what I mean? Like give everybody around the world as much as you can. Like just give me something that everybody else is getting. Why are you only limiting that for that certain region? That's one thing like that kind of sucks, because some of the Subarus like the what is it called? Like I don't know, but there is one. I think the one Subaru in Japan is like super specced out. Like it has a ton of power, and it has the 2-liter turbo all tuned out. Like it's the shit. You know what I mean? But anyway, why are we talking about Subaru? But when we love Hondas, and I love Subaru too because I used to have one, but I sold it to my brother to get my Type. All right, so we are moving on. So this is the 2021 Honda Civic Type R. And if you know anything, this is kind of like a facelift after the introductory period, and they changed a lot of things about the car. They added Honda Sense, better handling, different steering wheel, and all that. And there is a price bump of that, and that represents an increased price of $440. So that's not bad at all. It's still a sports car under $40,000, which is not bad at all. But I do want to make another video comparing the Honda Civic Type R to another vehicle that just yeah, it gives it a hard time, and I hope you will be entertained by that video. And I'll try to either do it later on today or maybe sometime tomorrow. I just have to find the time to do it. With everything that's going on, it's really hard to find like time to crank out all these stuff, and just life happens. Like other things come in that's takes more precedent and more my time. So I can't always spread it however way that I want it to. But it is what it is. And I'm glad that you guys have been very supportive in the channel and watching the videos and commenting and letting me know what you want to see and what you don't want to see, And then there's certain things that I feel passionate about, and then that's what I usually like to put on my channel. And I am very passionate about cars and video games, so that's the things that I like to talk about, and that's what mainly the channel is about. And sometimes we'll throw in, or sometimes I will throw in certain curveballs and my weird sense of humor and just something different, you know what I mean? So anyway, the 2021, I'm sorry, still has the same amount of power, 306 horsepower and 295 torque. Like I said, it's a very minor changes, like, well, not really minor, but not like completely overhaul like the 2022. and what that one will look like. I'm really really excited for that one. I can't wait to see like how much more power are they going to be cranking out of this 2 liter turbo engine. You know what I mean? So I can't wait to see what they do with it. And if there's any variation of the Honda brand finally going all wheel drive, oh shit, man, I'm gonna find a way to get me one of those, because that's one thing that Honda does not have is a all wheel drive type part. Well, I was almost said all wheel drive sports car, but then the Acura um, NSX is all wheel drive with all that electric motor and all that good stuff. But I prefer the old, you know, motor oil, just motor in general. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't mind also owning an electric car because I love technology and all that stuff. But I feel like this video is going on a little bit too long, and I feel like I am rambling on. So let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are about this. Honda running low on parts, so who knows? I know that they're not gonna be not making the Type R's. They're gonna keep making those because people want them. I want them. I want them to keep making it because it's been a long time coming. So we gotta make sure that it stays here. But the only people that are ruining the whole fucking experience is the fucking dealers and the dealer system, and the fact that they want to fucking charge you $10,000 for a car that is not that limited. Like that's one of the main thing that the dealers were pushing. Like this is a limited edition. Oh my god, you can't see it anywhere. Blah 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 blah. Bunch of bull fucking shit. And that's the only reason that Honda might not want to keep making the cars, or at least importing them to United States, because maybe like if the sales slow down for any reason because people aren't buying it because the dealership is making these ridiculous amount of add-ons and all this bullshit that they want to keep charging you for, and making the price of the vehicle way more than it needs to be. I mean, I would never pay 20 grand over MSRP, and that is exactly what they're going to be asking for that Phoenix yellow one. But anyway, I feel like that's all I have to say for now. I will say my piece again. I apologize for keep on going like this for you guys. I'll try to be better. This is Someone Unbiased, and as always, thank you very much for watching the videos and lurking and watching as well too. Subscribe, you know, it does not cost you a single thing, and give it a like button letting me know. I mean, you don't always have to agree with my opinion, but giving me a like button letting me know that you guys enjoy the content, and I should, you know, like keep pushing forward with the content. You know, sometimes it's easy to get very disparaged and other stuff, but that's it. Okay, done. Bye.